We now return to Let's Play Lethis, Path of Progress. Mission 7, Furton. We need to earn 20,000 florin in a year and 6,000 units of glass in a year. We also have ducal requests. This is a little deceptive. We don't actually have to earn 20,000 florin in a year. We have to earn 20,000 from taxes, which means a lot of people. Now, I've said it before, I think this time I'm actually going to switch to easy. And we're going to find out how easy it actually is. We'll be able to pack a lot more people in the houses. I'm hoping that translates to more tax revenue as well. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. Play. Furton seems to be the right place for the second phase of my plan. What do you think about this, Mr. Dunkovan? It should well be possible to construct a second economical stronghold in the Hinlands. The craftsmanship of our glazeries shall be known in all of Lethis. All of Lethis's glass will one day be provided by Furton. This region certainly isn't abundant, and that is exactly why Furton plays an important role in the Empress's plan. Since it is impossible to embellish the Hinlands as pretty as Starenhall, it would serve well as an alternative place for people who enjoy life at the countryside. Yet, William Dunkovan has a lot of work to do in order to make this dream a reality. Advice. The further away your buildings, the longer it might take to get their resources. Of course. Your citizens are unhappy and are on the verge of revolting. Really? That's a little sudden, don't you think? Anyway, so here's our... looks like copper, I guess, and as well as our steam. We only have 3, it looks like. Surrounded by farmland. Okay. And then we've got green ferries over there. We've got sand. We've got some straight places for fisheries. We actually have access to that. We also have wheat for bakeries and meat. Okay. And then we've got some more. Okay. So we have some basics. In order to get this 20,000 taxed, I believe I'm going to need some of the elite housing. It just pays that much more, which means we're going to have to really set up basically a whole industry. So I'm going to be using the rectangular housing blocks for the common, just because I can fit in like 10 more houses per block that way. So I'll go ahead and get that set up. Okay, I've made dramatic expansion. We're going to have a lot of people, and that will be necessary to make the 6,000 glass production. I want to get all production done pretty much as soon as possible. I've got these set up. They are not actually turned on at the moment, and they seem to be locked in this perpetual cloud ring. I guess I stopped them halfway through. Anyway, let's speed this up. Here's the elite home that I will eventually plug in. I'm actually very surprised. I appreciate that so much about this game, that the elites take far less to get going than the Impressions games ever did. Because if I was setting up you know, an elite home area in Emperor or Zeus, it would easily be as big as this whole block. So being able to just have this nice little square here makes it so much more convenient. Anyway, new colonization. Empress Hannah II attempts a second time to colonize the Blue Island. A team of scientists have been sent to examine whether there will be no danger from the volcano in the next decades. Less migrants to settle in your town. That is not what we need right now. We need many, many people. You can see I got a little bit lazy with the decorations, and I just decided to spam the trees. I did, however, leave ways out of the city on these points right here, so I can make a road that will connect directly to the alcohol if I want that. I think I might just keep all of my agricultural industry over here, and possibly down this road as well, so it connects up with the glass. We're going to be producing a lot of glass, and I want to, well, let's actually open this up here. I want to see if I can sell that. Okay, Tragenberg buys glass, and Tellingen sells. Okay, good, excellent. We also have, looks like 2 places that will buy copper, and we've got places that'll buy bread. But anyway, we've got the ability to sell copper as well as our glass. So I've got 36 unemployed people. I have enough farms for 2 They will each support 2 windmills. Can I rotate? I can. And each of those, in turn, will support 2 bakeries. So, we'll get food production up and running right away. I don't have any marketplaces, so what do you mean they're unhappy? Unhappy how? I wonder if this is a consequence of playing on easy. They are much more disagreeable. Hannah likes me. Taxes are normal. Resources. How do I find out what the hell's going on here? We've got wells. Perfect. We don't have enough wash houses, but that's okay because we're not... Ah, right. Let's go into workers and set up priorities, as always. I might actually be doing myself a little bit of a disservice here by setting them all up on level 2. We've got plenty of workers. I mean, we've got almost 100 unemployed people. So maybe that's one of the trade-offs of easy, is that people just are more easily upset. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get this glass stuff done. Let's rotate that. There we go. I will need storage, and this will be specifically for... I guess it doesn't really matter if I attach it to that road, does it? Could have moved it one over, whatever. I'll put it here. So, we'll refuse everything except glass. And I guess with 100 people I can at least get these set up. Why don't we actually turn... I believe these are a 1-to-1 ratio production buildings, so we'll need at least 3 glass makers. Where are the glass makers? There are the glass makers, or the glaziers. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's find out how many they eat up. Only 10 apiece, so that'll eat up 60 people. And we'll begin at least the first production. 60 and then 70. Okay. Well, we can at least oh, that looked a little funny. Employ some people. So that'll be a nice start as we wait for many, many more people to move in. We can see that the centers of the city have not at all been building up yet. But since I went ahead and put in all beautification, this should hopefully be enough. Now you see here I put distribution right in the center of the city layout, which will be more convenient, but it probably will cause us some grief later on with appeal. So what I can do, actually, if I really want to be drastic about it, I can tear out these roads so that I can put 3x3s in there, and then there's actually a little strip in between here that I can tear out and just make that a road, move the inspector up one, and I see a beautification thing that I seem to have forgot. People are still unhappy. Oh, maybe it was already there and I didn't see the light pole. Anyway, I can adjust if I need to. But we've got... See, it doesn't tell me why they're unhappy, though, and that's the infuriating part about this. And this messages, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. I don't know what the hell this is. 1,000 people, 50% unemployed. So, in theory, we should have 500 people looking for work. There are 50 more. In fact, we have 200, it looks like. Well, okay, about 250, yeah. So we need to find them stuff to do. If I can make my tongue work with my mouth. We'll just turn these on. We'll get the glassworks up and running. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got all the glass. Let's go ahead and get that started selling, because we may as well until we start having requests. We don't really have anything to do except start making money. So let's see, if I put this, I don't want to, well, it doesn't really do anything, doesn't matter. I just deleted those guys inadvertently. Damn it. But they should still be able to go through here, I don't think. I mean, obviously roadblocks do not affect those guys. But I put it there anyway, so that I could put this guy here. So now I can build along that. And I want to put the distribution stuff over that way. So, let's see. I think I'll put... I mean, this is really kind of unnecessary to put this here. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. Kind of a waste, actually, to have all that, because I can keep all the steam and industry up here. These don't need steam to operate. Thank God. I don't know why, but they don't. And these don't require it either. So actually, yeah, we can just save a bunch of time by not putting anything there. If I'd need other factories, but I should be able to fit like my whole alcohol production stuff up here. We do have alcohol way out here, but that's just too far. I think we'll be able to fit all of our food production up here, so I don't even really need this road. Just kind of superfluous. Your citizens are still unhappy, and I don't know what to do with them. Just in case we need more glass, however, let's find out where this is going to go. Really? Okay. So it'll go down by 2. In that case, I'll just strap that there. We'll run a road. This is probably way more than I will ever need. So let's see how far you go. You go plenty. So we'll put you over here instead, and then that'll give me direct access to exportation. So for now, let's just sell it all. Well, let's sell half and half, actually. Let's see how... 16's fine. Now, if I want to build elites, which I think I may, I do not have any iron, and that is what the factories are going to require, so we'll have to import it, which means they'll be taking a very long route. We might have to have a distribution... Well, we'll have to have a distribution center up here anyway, a storehouse, so that we can store the steam. Okay, anyway, let's move along and find out how much that ate up. Unemployment still 36%. We are currently taxing 1,200 out of our needed 20,000, and we've already made a third of the glass we have to make this year. 1,500 in taxes. Okay. So, obviously it is going to take a considerable amount of effort to go beyond this. One thing I can do right now, though, is expand upon this. Now, I think it might be 1 wheat field per ranch? It might be 2. Let's find out through empirical method here. We'll put 2 of those down, and I'll put down 2 of these. And now, in theory... Well, we'll have to wait till next season, I guess. Is that road actually extending all the way? See, we're having a problem here where... Okay, well, we can actually... Since this road is going to keep going this way anyhow, I may as well just attach it there, and maybe that'll act as a shortcut. Unfortunately, it looks like the meat guys are coming out the back, which means they're having to go a very, very much longer way to get around. I do not like that. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and preempt it by putting a road there. So now hopefully they won't go that way. But in order to prevent Mr. Walker from going that way, we have to block it off. Okay, good. So, we'll see. Citizens are still unhappy. I don't know what to do with you guys. I don't know what to fucking do with you guys. I don't know why it's doing that. It's absolutely outrageous. I mean, I guess I can just keep building industry. Okay, we're making plenty of food there. And speaking of food, let's just finish off the food production by building fish. Or having fish. Now, I think since the common housing only requires a certain amount of... Well, it only requires 2 types of food. And the elite houses require 3 types. When I build the markets, I'm only going to allow the 2 types of food. If we still got more people, well, we do have more people. What am I talking about? Let's look at workers. Yes, we still have over 100 extra people. So, let's go ahead and set up production of alcohol. Now, I can have a direct thing right here, and it would be, I mean, almost immediate. I kind of want to save some space just in case we need a lot more production, because I have a feeling we're going to need like at least one more bread, possibly one more. Well, in that case, I'll just anticipate it ahead of time. Where the hell is it? Ah, there it is. So these are actually 5 by 5, which means I'm going to have to take up pretty much that whole side. Well, he'll be able to walk farther. So will the hunters. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so we'll put space for 2 bakeries in future. I'll have 2 of these guys. We'll leave, let's see, 8 on this side for 1 more ranch and 1 more mill, which will give me the 2 at the end. And I actually think I want to save space for just a possible another distillery. For now, though, let's put... That's right there, that's right here. Possible another distillery. Okay, and then I'll extend this road just a little bit. Oops, have to drag it. And that should be the 6 of those. So they'll be able to pop out the top there, head over here, and we should have alcohol being prepared. Assassination of Hannah II. The Empress has been found dead. Nobody has yet found the assassin. The entire empire is shocked. Her 13-year-long reign may have been short, but guided the empire significantly towards modernity. 7 days of mourning, no work will be done. Oh my. A new region for the empire. Even though many people are sure Duke Chausen is somewhat responsible for Hannah's death, the Duke has become her successor. The true heir of the throne, Simvanrid I, is still too young to reign the empire. The Duke is unpopular, hard to like, and choleric. How do you want to welcome the new emperor? A gift card? These are freaking expensive. A throne made of glass, a life-size statue of him, a locomotive with his name engraved on it. This guy sounds like a real douchebag. You get a gift card. What the consequences of that will be are yet to be determined. Let's look. Yeah, he hates me. That was an insult. I don't care. That was going to be half my freaking money to give him a freaking glass throne. We're only negative 190. Or what? Wow, I am dyslexic. 129. Salary. We're not overcoming salary through taxes, and exportations are almost nil. Let's go look at exportations. Or exports, as it may be. Oh, those are fish. I thought they were taking glass somewhere. 600. We're only selling the 600 of each, and we've got way more than 600, guys. Come on, you can do better than that. Let's bump this up to a full 240. 200. 2400. Yes. God. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay, so we're packing in fish that I will never sell to the common housing. Maybe I should actually start that. Why don't we get the elites started? That way I can get that moving. Well, since they're starting already, we need... Okay, 40 people. Okay, so we're going to need more people to make this happen. Glass for the Duke. Duke Chausen heard of Furton's quality of glass and demands 1,000 units. Well, I can pay that right away. Before I go further, I want to see... You guys are falling grain. You guys are not. Okay. Well, let's... Just to make sure this actually functions, maybe we'll need 2 per ranch. I will put down 2 more. And that should not take up a terrible amount of people. But now that we've got plenty of food, it's time to expand upon that as well. So, the first housing block will get its food. And I'll put this right here. And now I have to go in and turn things off. I do not want them to accept the alcohol. We want to stockpile that for a while. Same with the utensils. I want to try and keep that as is, and keep it under control, because I don't want just massive population to come in, and he ate all the food. Your citizens are unhappy and on the verge of revolting. I don't know what to do with that. The peasants are revolting, and they're rebelling too. That's an old joke. Okay, so we built up. What do they need next? Probably a wash house, yeah? Wash house. We'll see how much this gives me. I want to make sure that my food... see, now we're having a problem here. I need to... If I'm not going to accept fish, I need to lower how much I'm taking, because otherwise it's going to fill in, and that's not good. So I think, just to get rid of it, I will accept this. So how much do these accept a piece? 600 a piece, I guess. So by filling up 1200, we're only filling in 2. That's fine. So I'll have this guy go get the fish to get it out of there. Okay. And now... Well, I'll wait until he moves back. Okay, he's back. So now we can stop stocking it. And that'll fill in and be a little bit more sustainable. Good. Nip that one in the bud. 18 minutes. We've got a few left to go. 12% unemployment amounts to almost 100 people. Okay. Bear that in mind. It's time to set up some of this. Now, this is going to be a little bit interesting. I've got to make sure... Well, let's find out first of all, where can I put the mines? Copper mine can go, looks like only there? Only there. There's another one. And where's the other one? Okay, only there as well. I'm just going to put these down so I have some idea. Okay, and then I'll just turn them off. Actually, I could keep them running because we will be using the... we can use the copper, I should say, to sell. Boy, where do I want this to go? This is not good. It's like I really can't get in there very easily. What about something like this? That's horrible, and I don't think I'll be able to get it to go around. Something like that. Okay. So this, he should definitely be able to make this. And then I can put some industry on the sides of it. See, that's the thing too, is I wanted it to actually be a place where I could fit some industry, because we're gonna need... Yeah, damn it. What if I circled it around, though, on the other side? I doubt that, because we got rocks here, so we're gonna have to... We'd waste a whole bunch of space that way, but let's try it. Or can I come out this way? And then we can move like that. Let me delete that one so it's not within the calculation. Now, that's not a good representation because it deadheads at that point. So we'll have to move this around a little bit more. Let's see. For one housing block of elites, that requires 30 automaton, which is 2 factories. Factories are... Okay, we'd have to put one on either side. So it has to go at least like that, but we'd have direct connection to it this way, if I put it like that. I have to remember to put a condenser in here as well. Well, anyway, this should still work, right? Oh, yeah. And then I can totally fit industry. Okay, this will work just fine. So, let's see where I want to connect this to this road. Now, I want to probably let's see, this will go 4, so I could put another road and there'd be at least one there. That's the only farm that would actually go on that bit. Will farms actually hit that? I'm not anticipating we'll need this many farms, but you never know. Okay, I think I see where it is. Just in case. Okay, so that's 5? 5? Let's make sure. 4. Okay, so it can go right in front of that rock. And it's not going to bend the way I want it to bend. So let's find out now how far back we can have this guy and see. Piss. It's going to give me grief. What if I block it there? Nope. 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 He's got to come. So it's got to be at the end of this. Let's make sure. Yes. It's got to be at the end of that. And then he'll make it the full way. Okay, that's fine. That roadblock is pointless, but it can stay there. Okay. Now. Should I get the... Actually, let's turn it around. I want to see where this steam... Because if it blocks off that rock, which it does... Damn it. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to get the steam pipe to the condenser. Ah, I know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to pull this off, resituate it on this side. It'll still hit all of that. And then I'll hit the condenser right here. And then we don't have to even worry about it. I'll go right there. He's only coming out this side, right? Yes, okay. Gotta make sure it's all connected. Then we'll hit 1, 2, and 3. I can get rid of that road. It might actually interfere with the pipe. And then we'll just run pipe like so. Okay. And run this down here. Excellent. So we've got that set up. Steam will now be produced. We need a place to put it, as well as what? Copper, I guess? So it can be dragged all the way down there and sold. See, that's kind of why I wanted this to be centralized, because that would be a little bit better, but whatever. One warehouse coming up. It's going to take a lot of space. Could I maximize this better? Let's see, if I put it over here, then it's really going to be out of the way. Oh, is that road? Well, I could connect a road along the back. Whatever, just put it here. We're not going to need this much room for utensils. Okay, so I want you to refuse everything except for steam and copper. And I think I'll just have it accepting 22,000 copper for now. And we'll accept 2,000 steam. That'll probably be sufficient. So actually, we might have enough people. Let's find out if I have to turn off anybody. Work stoppage of railways. The Duke decided to halt Hannah's project to instead begin building a huge palace at Starenhall. The railway workers aren't being paid anymore and travel back where they came from. More migrants for the town. This guy sounds like a real douchebag. Okay, we do need some people. Well, in that case, I think we can just shut down much of the industry. Is that still connected? I don't think it is. I'm going to get rid of this road anyway, just so it doesn't confuse my little brain. Oh, I can actually get rid of the rocks and the... We'll leave them there just for decoration. So, we're producing some copper yet, way out here. I want to begin selling it, if I can. Am I connected to anyone that sells it right now? No, I will have to begin connecting to, how about New Stork? They sell pumpkins. Ah, we should have one to Hobenbrook instead, because they sell the iron that I shall need. So, we'll spend the money to connect to them, and we can begin selling, for now, all of our copper, because we won't need too much of it. Okay, well, things are going rather well. At least I think so. We managed to get the glass industry up well before we actually needed. Oh, mine. We're making 7,200 of the 6,000 that we need. This is more than enough. In fact, I could probably shut down one of these, and it would not only save on workers, which we're not going to have any shortage of. Looks like we've filled up on our... have we? Was I only taking 12? How much was I taking of this? 2,000. Oh no, we have not filled up on absinthe yet. So maybe I could build another factory of that to fill in a little bit faster. We can start sharing more food because we've got plenty of food. We've looked like we've stabilized that. And the next big thing is going to be building up our tax base. We've only got 1/10 of what I need. So I'll probably set up the elite homes. I think we'll have enough food and we have access to the absinthe. What else basic needs do they need? I don't know. Anyway, I think we'll have enough that I can just sort of ramrod this through, and then we'll try and maintain a happy population if I can. I don't even know. How can I tell what's making them unhappy? I mean, I know what's making him unhappy because I've been... hey, you know, I got that last request right on time. You should not hate me for that. Anyway, you import as much as you export, fine. Yeah, I have no idea how to tell. Last building collapse was in 1388? There are 8 buildings in the city? Oh, maintenance buildings. 0 are about to collapse. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. Anyway, that's long enough for this episode, so I'm going to end this one here, and I'll see you next time.